Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 22nd of June, 2026. Now, today there were some high highs and some low lows. I'm not going to lie. Some things I think went really, really well, and others sadly were disappointing. I'm going to tell you the honest truth from what I think, notably about the first stream and the gameplay of Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Allow me to explain what I mean. So recently, as you know, I've been doing a lot of stuff relating to Pokemon cards, right? I've been unpacking them. I've been having, milestones on streams of support in order to unpack them. We've had games associated with them like TCG Card Shop Sim and the Pokemon playthroughs I'm doing. Now listen, as I've explained, I don't want my content to all be about Pokemon and cards and unpacking. I don't. That's why I'm trying to balance it. So whenever I have that in the content, the other half of the day is not. That was exactly the case for today. We had a DSP morning show that was very interesting because it discussed the Steam Machine, which finally has all of its stats released. Everyone now knows what this thing's going to cost, and we talked all about that. It was a very interesting morning show. Then we jumped into Resident Evil Code Veronica X for 2.5 hours, and then we had DSP Tries It. The late stream tonight was TCG Card Shop Sim, which was meant to be the card-related content for the day. So you might say, oh, that's a good balance, right? Right. And it's funny because I got people coming by and saying, you're doing too much Pokemon, you're doing too much Card Shop, etc. I'm like, okay, that's why I'm balancing it. So I need to ask an honest question of everyone. If people are fed up and saying you're doing too much Pokemon, you're doing too much Card Shop, then where are you when I'm doing other stuff? Because I am. Not every stream is all Card Shop stuff. Last night we played Mina the Hollower. We had low attendance and nearly no support. When I stopped playing Mina, all of a sudden, people rallied and had a chill with Phil Knight, and they supported the stream. What happened? Today, Resident Evil, Code Veronica X. Everyone says, Phil, we really want you to play this game right now because they just announced the remake. It's coming out next year. It'd be great to see you do a second playthrough. You've only played this game once ever, 11 years ago, to see it more in a modern setting with an interactive audience, which you didn't have back then. And then you can directly compare this with the new one. We want that. Okay, I'll give you what you want. And then I played the game today, and I'm going to be honest with everyone. It didn't go well at all, okay? So let's talk. We did start with the morning show, and the morning show was all about the Steam Machine. So if you're interested in the stats of the Steam Machine, my thoughts on the Steam Machine, etc., watch the show. That was pretty much the entire subject matter was. And it was a really good show, in my opinion, very informative. We had an open discussion about this. Some people like the Steam Machine, some people don't like it. I had stuff to say about it as well. Give it a look. I think you'll like that, okay? During that entire morning show, I got $17 of support. All right, well, it's just the morning show. No big deal, right? Then I proceeded to play Resident Evil Code Veronica X for 2.5 hours. And by the end of the stream, we barely had made $60. Okay? So that's 5 hours of streaming, including DSP Tries It. And I made $60. Okay? That's terrible. That's one of my worst streams of the year by far. Pretty much every game that I've played this year did better than that. So what's going on? If people wanted Code Veronica, they asked for it, they campaigned for it, they convinced me to play it, what happened? And the weirdest part about it is, last time we played Code Veronica, it did really well. But then the time before, it was slow again. In fact, the first time that we played Code Veronica X, it was slow. So what is happening with this game? And so I'm just going to be honest with everyone. The reason why I get very, very skeptical, okay, about what people are saying when they say criticisms of my content is because a lot of the criticisms don't seem to align with reality, okay? So let me ask you this. I got people complaining in my comments on my videos. I got people sending me emails, and I got people leaving comments in the chat. Oh, too much Pokemon, too many cards, all right? We want more variety. Okay, here's your variety. Here's Mina the Hollower. No one shows up. Here's Resident Evil Code Veronica X. No one supports. So what message does that send me? Being honest question. What message does that send the streamer when I'm doing a variety because people are saying, we think it's too much of this, stop doing it, or do less of it. Not stop doing it, but do less of it. So I balance my content purposefully so I'm not doing too much of it. And then it's like a crawl, a slow, low attendance, low support. What's going on? Honest question. Because the truth is today with Code Veronica X, I thought it was a great stream. We finished up the Claire portion of the game. The end of the Claire portion is hilarious. That final boss fight is terrible. Then you get to Chris, and Chris has some laughable moments. You're supposed to know to kill a giant sandworm in a certain time frame or else something goes wrong, or you could just skip it entirely. And it's getting tough. Like Chris, I'd say, is pretty difficult with the amount of stuff they're throwing at you. Now there's hunters coming at you from every direction. But, you know, it's fun to play, even though it's kind of, I even admitted today, I said, yeah, I don't think Code Veronica aged very well. It seems pretty outdated and not very good, especially compared to the other Resident Evil games we've played as of late. But doesn't mean it's a bad game. It just means, you know, maybe this was a great game for a remake. It's a good reason maybe they're making one. But yeah, I don't think the gameplay wasn't sound. I don't think that the stream wasn't entertaining. Just no one showed up to support it. So what am I supposed to do about that? Normally, I'd just be like, well, I'm just going to, you know, say forget it. But we're already 11, 12 hours into this playthrough. I don't want to drop it. And this is a long Resident Evil game. We knew that going into it, that Code Veronica is a lengthy game. So I would say, oh, just chalk it up to one bad stream, but it's not the first. It's the third. And it's actually the worst of the three. The bad streams are having a Code Veronica are actually getting worse and worse the further in we go. That's sad. Okay? So I don't know what else to say. I like Code Veronica. I'm going to keep playing it. We're far enough in that I want to finish it. But I seriously hope that people will start showing up for it. Like, it actually is disappointing to me that I like the game and I played it as a direct result of you guys requesting it. And now people aren't showing up for it and supporting it. I don't get it. Okay? And again, the feedback I get, too much Pokemon, too much card gameplay. Guess what we did tonight? TCG Card Shop Sim. Guess how it went? Incredibly well. Good attendance, good engagement, great support. Almost made $300 on the stream. We opened 7 packs of the Surging Sparks box and finished the Surging Sparks box of cards. We opened 2 of the new Ultra Premium packs. Let me tell you, those Prismatic Evolutions cards look amazing. Like, great art. And there's one, we got this rare Pokeball, like reverse hollow Pokeball. It looks sick. It's not worth anything, but it just looks amazing. We're like, wow, we're blown away by how the cards look. So that stream did incredibly well. Thankfully, it did. It made up for the fact that the first stream was so slow. So I just got to say this. Moving forward, as I've already explained, I can't expect to just keep doing exactly the same thing and keep being successful. You have to differentiate. You have to do different things. You have to try different things. That's what I'm doing with the cards. It's working. People show up for them. They engage with the content. They support the content. They like it. I don't want to become a full-time card guy or PokeTuber, but integrating it into my content is working. I'm being told directly through the actions of those who support that content that people want it. And when I play Code Veronica or Mina the Hollower, and these are slow streams, that tells me people don't want it. Does that make sense? I think it does, but I just think that there's some people that don't want to accept that something's working that maybe they don't particularly like. Well, then you have to support what you do like. It's that simple. I want to keep playing Code Veronica. I'm sad that it didn't go well today because I wanted it to. What am I supposed to do about that, though? I don't know. Listen, a variety of games is coming. We've got Star Fox later this week. Then we've got Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced. After that, we got Pal World. We got more new stuff coming out. I'm even thinking of maybe going back and doing a Dark Souls 2 run over the summer, where I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in like 10 years or something crazy like that, right? It'll be great to go back and play it again. So variety's coming, but what would you like me to do? You know, it's not here yet. We're doing what we can with the time we have. We're filling the time with gameplay, and people are liking what I'm doing with Pokemon and cards. Why would I listen to feedback saying stop doing it when that's the content that's successful and the variety I'm doing isn't successful, right? I don't know what else to say. I would love feedback. Obviously, I'd like to talk about this on tomorrow's morning show, which we will, but it's disappointing when I get criticism, and the criticism is the completely antithesis of what I'm being shown in the results. You know, imagine if you had a sandwich shop, okay? And normally in the sandwich shop, you just sell Turkey Club sandwiches. All of a sudden, you decide to do a meatball sub, and your normal clientele says, man, that Turkey Club is what we like. We don't understand why you're doing this meatball sub. We wish you wouldn't make it or you'd make less of it. But all of a sudden, customers come in droves and start coming into your store, buying the meatball subs up, and you're making tons of profits on it. Meanwhile, people just aren't really buying the Turkey Clubs as much. Would you stop making the meatball sub and go out of business? I don't think so. It's common sense. So let's talk about it tomorrow. I would love feedback on this because I want to do the right thing. I don't want to disappoint people who want variety because I want to keep doing variety, but I'm hoping that this is a wake-up call. If you want the variety, you don't like Pokemon, you don't like the cards, then you've got to be there for the other stuff and you've got to support it. That way I know you want it more and I'll do more of it. Okay? Okay. So the TCG stream went incredibly well. We had tons of people supporting, getting crazy, big contributions, small contributions. Everyone liked it. We unpacked a ton of cards. We did get one hit. Wasn't a good hit, though. It was a low-end hit. I'm hoping that we get better hits as we move forward. It is what it is. Still, a great night, and can't wait for more. All right? So, good stuff. We also made good advancement in the game. We actually unlocked the next tier of card. We just couldn't afford the license to get them yet. So, next time we play, we'll get that, and we continue on with progress. Okay? So, overall today, a great day. Because we had a great TCG stream, it made up for the fact that we had the slow Resident Evil. But I don't understand why we had the slow Resident Evil when I got people yelling at me to do less cards and less Pokemon, but the results are telling me otherwise. Okay? Tomorrow, DSP Morning Show where we will interact and talk about this. And tomorrow is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Yes, that means we're going to start opening a new pack of Pokemon cards. There's going to be talk of Pokemon and cards. That's what happens. When it's successful, you do it. Okay? So that's tomorrow's daytime stream. Tomorrow night, it will be Steam tryout night. We will play a couple of games. You'll probably suggest a bunch of games to me, and I'll probably try 2 of them over the course of the night from Steam, and we'll see if we can find a winner that's something that people like, and we can actually put into the rotation. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Let's discuss tomorrow. Enjoy all the content from today, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night, and peace out.